Hey, hey, come on in. You're rocking with Old Dublin. Hey guys, about to have some, what is this again? It's like a curry chicken seasoning, and I have some garlic naan. So that's what we're say. Okay, that's better. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. I thank you for providing. Please allow my body to receive nourishment. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So guys, how was your holiday? I feel away, y'all. I feel away because just it's breathtaking even when I think about it. That I've always been a daddy girl from small. Even though at, my teenage years I used to call him a sperm donor. But he really is a sperm donor. Like, I'm just disappointed. His house, the second house. Wait, I want to be able to give y'all this story straight, but I need to put something in my mouth first. I'm hungry. Mm, 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 mm. So, I co-signed with my mother to get a house when I was 16 years old because I've been working since 13. And with her income alone, she was only eligible for the 2-family house. But she wanted the 3-family house so that it could be an investment and pay for itself. So, seeing as I've been working from small, you know, I contributed with the first time home buyer program for us to be able to get a 3-family house. This house started being built in 2000. It was finished in October of 2002. Wait a minute. Did they start construction in 18 and finish in 2000? However it go. Um, of course she sold me on ma, let's do this, let's do that. We're gonna live rent free. We're not gonna be in the apartment. The house gonna pay for itself. Da 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 da. We're gonna be good. Da 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 da. All right, mom. I got you. Not knowing over the past 20 plus years that I could have been claiming this house on my taxes. Whatever profit was received after the expenses was supposed to be split in half. None of that happened. Homegirl was pocketing everything. Okay. Neither here nor there, because I've always prided myself on whatever my family has, that's for them. Whatever I'm going to obtain, that's by the brow of my sweat. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I don't come from no idiot. That's not a nice word, but I don't come from a bunch of dunce people. I come from well-educated gangsters. I mean, we have doctors, lawyers, attorneys, government, like high government officials, all that, right? I hear the work computer going off. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I had to put the specs on, So, where was I? Um, Basically, we were supposed to be splitting profits, la 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 la. She never did that. Just telling a little bit about I come from educated people, we forehead ain't big for nothing. Don't. So fast forward, right? Because this is where I get frustrated with my father. I was ready to purchase a home in my own name by myself, not connected to anyone or anything. Um, So my stepmother, my second stepmother, mother passed away. And I believe I mentioned it in one of my other stories where I let my father use my Home Depot account, to restore a house. And because I charged $30 on my Home Depot account to get a fan, homie stopped paying the bill. I had to go through bankruptcy, the whole caboodle. So years fast forward now, this same house, I'm like, I'm looking to buy a house. I was approved, mortgage loan approved, whole kit and caboodle, scheduled appointment with the appraiser. He kept flaking for them to come and see the house. Then the apartment I was in, I had to go. They done call themselves changing the door, cut the internet wire. I know I work from home. I need that. That's my bread and butter. Like, That's a whole nother video. We'll get into that. But, I moved into the house. Despite it being, in my name or whatever. So at this point, it's like, I'm still paying rent. That's not what I wanted to do. So, of course, for him, it's good because the house is still in your name. I'm basically paying the mortgage. And that's benefiting you. That's not benefiting me. I want to be a homeowner on my own stuff. Again, not connected to no one. So, God is good, y'all. The house had an issue with the septic tank. I'm drinking one of these again. If you know, you know. So, before I finally moved in, he had some workers working because a pipe exploded. Like, the house had problems. Pipes bursting, floods, all of that. So I'm thinking, you got everything repaired, you got everything fixed, it's good to go. Move in, don't put nothing in the basement, which is where I wanted my movie room. I didn't got my projector screen. Like, I was gonna set my joint up. I'm fake bougie when I'm ready. Can't put nothing in the basement because everything be backing up. I'm getting full already. So, and fast forward a little bit. That do y'all know the system back up again and full of feces, for lack of another word? I said, oh no, it's time for me to go. I'm not dealing with this. Much less you want to invade my privacy. You want to just pop up when you want to. No, you give me the same respect that I give you. You call. You don't just come over here. Like, I'm grown, 40s grown. Don't do that. And I remember this one time, you know, you write your bills out, prepare for the first of the month, whatever, whatever. So he was in the neighborhood. No, how about you be driving over here like you lurking and stalking? What type of craziness is that? So he comes over. I'm like, well, hey, you know you here. Let me give you the rent check one time. Homie gets mad when he gets to the bank and gonna say, oh, why you put the first on there? Excuse me, rent is due on the first. And why are you trying to deposit it before the first? I mean, if you want to do that, go right ahead. The money is available, is there, but rent is due on the first, homie. Because you over here trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. But what makes me so disappointed in him, right? You always want to give me a hard time in the short end of the stick. It makes absolutely no sense. While you are able, you could walk, you could talk, you could jump, you could do all that, right? I'm here in the same state with you. And we don't even have a relationship. We don't even communicate. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, how they say love bomb. Oh, I love you. I love you. You know, you my first daughter. You the one that. Stop lying because you don't love me. You love your dang on self. Excuse me. And whatever you could get that's going to benefit you. It's never about me. It's always about you. So stop it. I calm myself down so I don't get too emotional. Just take a bite. It's sad that he's had multiple opportunities to fix it and get it right. You had multiple opportunities to right your wrongs from my childhood trauma, from my teenage years trauma, and you still can't get it right. It's sad. Not that I've lost hope in the Lord, but I have no faith in my father. None. Yes, he is a human being like I, right? But as a parent, aren't your children supposed to look up to you, you know, adore you? And I don't have none of that. I really truly don't. Like, my trust issues stem from him. I've witnessed you my entire life be a cheater. You cheated on your second wife. You cheat on your current wife. The lies and the manipulation. Like, so yeah, when I get into a relationship, it takes a little bit of time for me to be able to let down my guard because the example that I've been shown wasn't a good example. Far from a good example. So, fast forwarding a little bit, my stepmother niece had a daughter. And in the beginning, I used to get upset. It really used to irk me and get under my skin that he had such a sweet, loving, caring relationship with this little girl. I don't fault the baby because she's the baby. But to see him be so loving and caring, like, that is her Kiki. You know what I'm saying? The love that we have for cars, he has instilled that in her. She zoom, zoom, voom, voom. You got to see her while she riding her little tricycle around the house, doing her laps, going real fast. She be Tokyo drifting on them curves. But in the beginning, it used to really bother me. And I'd be like, do I need to have another child so that he could really have his own grandchildren? But at this age, I think it hurts me more because he's still alive, right? And because he's of able body. It would be different if he wasn't able. Then I'm like, okay, Orb, you can't hold him, accountable for something that he physically can't do. But you are capable of doing better. And today, still, you are choosing otherwise. That's why I'm so disappointed. Him and my mother talk about each other, and they're just like night and day, or day, day, night, night, however. But y'all failed. Y'all failed. Y'all failed. Y'all failed. The love, me learning what love is, came from outsiders. It didn't come from my mother and father. I am beyond grateful for my godmother and my god sisters, as I'm trying not to get emotional. But I'm telling you, when they say it takes a village, it do. It really truly do. Because without them, y'all, I wouldn't be here today. I really wouldn't. I'm hurt and I'm disappointed that from my mother's point of view, she feels like I love my father more. Because I would always want to go see him. I would always want to be with him. I would never want to leave, Even though when I was with him, I'm still not getting 100% of you or 80%. I'm probably getting 60 because now I have my little sister and I have my little brother. And you spoil them rotten. When I tell you rotten, anything they want, they get. If they say, what's the matter? What you want? And they get it. To this day, my little brother could call my father and be like, yo, I'm trying to get this car. Because he's into cars also. I'm trying to buy this car. I need 500. My father will send that 500. When it comes to me, is, oh, how much is it? How much you got? All right, well, I'll send you 200 and you figure out the rest. I told you guys in the previous video when I went through that miscarriage and was on unemployment and, started getting physical. Well, it got physical, not it started. Because once it started, I was like, oh, it got time for me to go. Because I'm not going to send my soul by being up in here putting my hands on my mother. By no means am I going to allow her to just be beating on me. No, no, no. But even then, when I'm on unemployment, you still taking from me. My sister with her good job don't have to give nothing. Then you find out later on, still all that he has been doing for her. It's sad, y'all. It's sad because the house that I was supposed to buy, and thank you so much, God, because you always sit high and look very, very low. That same house is maybe about 10, 15 minutes from where I am right now. So you would think, okay, you're closer in proximity. Let's try to have some type of something. There's nothing. Nobody called me for the holidays. Nobody texted me for the holidays. The last message you sent me, you was calling me all type of names, disrespecting me, calling me bees and accusing me of stealing, which that I don't do because I'm very prideful. Anything that I have or I want, I work for it. And that's by the grace of God giving me the strength to do the work to be able to achieve it. I do not take from nobody because I don't want nobody to turn around and point the finger and say they gave me this and they gave me that. So to accuse me of stealing, no, no, you're out of order, out of order. It's just take a bite. Hmm. Mm. I'm sad, y'all. I'm sad. I'm sad because not only one, but both of these parents of mine, no bueno. No bueno. When I finally do say I do, Lord, please bless me with a wonderful husband, one that is connected to you, one who's going to give me an abundance of love, support, attention. Not that it's his responsibility to make up for my dad's shortcomings, but for me to even get to a point where I would want to marry you, Lord, I ask that they do not, he does not break my trust, and he does not do all of the not good things that I have witnessed my father do. I would love for him to have some of his characteristics in terms of, being handy and good with his hands. But other than that, I don't want him to have no characteristics to him. Because what he showed me, if that's what you call love, I don't want that. You can have that. I don't want that. I'm just disappointed, man. I'm disappointed that even to this day, as big and grown as I am, we still don't have a relationship. Anything is possible, yes. But my hope for him is less than a mustard seed. Because now you've gone backwards where you're fighting another addiction and you're older. So I don't know, how are you going to make it? How are you going to make it out this time? And it's sad that before the Lord takes you, and I'm hoping that that's where you're going. I'm hoping that you're going to the top and not the bottom. When you feel like, well, some women may feel like, oh, I'm older, I'm in my 30s, my 40s. How they say the biological clock is ticking, like time is running out. Time is running out. And I don't see where we're going to have the chance to make it right. I hope what I'm saying is making sense and you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say, because I'm fighting back my emotions, but I know that I am hurt. I know that I'm feeling hurt, which is an emotion that I am all too familiar with, right? And I'm disappointed because dads are supposed to be like everything to little girls, even big girls. Yes, I love him. Yes, I pray for him. I have to keep myself isolated from him because when I'm around him, he does more harm than good. It's more, he causes more damage. Every time I try to crack the window or crack the door to let him in and give him a chance, right? He just adds on to the pain. Instead of taking away and fixing or repairing or beginning to heal the damage that you've already done, you're just adding more on top of that. So for my own peace of mind and sanity, I have to let him go. And it's sad that I operate as if both of my parents are not here. Like my mama not here, my daddy not here, and they're alive. They are alive. But for me, they're not here. Shout outs to all of the fathers who are actively present in their daughters' lives. Yes, being in your son's life is one thing, but I'm speaking in terms of the females, the girls. A lot of times women are in these abusive relationships because of what they witnessed or experienced at home. Case in point, yesterday, I hear boom, 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 boom. I'm thinking somebody fell down the steps. I need to call the ambulance. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm thinking somebody fell down the steps. I need to call the ambulance. It's the mother and father out here rustling and tussling down the steps, y'all. And these some hard steps. Now, normally, we mind our business. We don't get involved, right? But why I opened up my door to say something, it's because I heard the babies. I heard the children screaming. That automatically was like, y'all doing too much. Not in front of these babies. Don't do that. Parents, I don't know, like, do y'all not think that when you go through things now and you think because the children are small, that it's not going to affect them? But it does. It does. It affects them. And we remember. We don't forget. It may not be in the forefront of our face every day, but it's embedded in there. We do not forget. And I haven't forgotten. All of the disappointment that my father has given me. And to this day, you are still disappointing me. We got to do better. You've got to do better. I'm just go get my thoughts together because I have so much more to say. But I really just gotta go take a break and calm myself down because I feel it is bubbling up and I'm just ready to. And we're not here for all of that. I just want to share that even as an adult, I still have daddy issues. I still love him. Want nothing more than to be a daddy's girl. But I've learned to accept the situation for what it is. And I pray for strength every day to just keep going. Don't hold no grudges. Nobody is perfect. I would love for both of my parents to take accountability. But I've learned, don't set my heart on that because that's just going to lead to more disappointment. So accept it for what it is. And just keep loving everyone that crosses my path. Continue to show them love, the love that I did not receive, because God is love. And I just hope and pray for a good, loving husband, Lord. One who's going to adore me, love me, cherish me, provide, protect, of course, all of those things. I don't want to be used anymore. I don't want to be deceived anymore. I don't want to be manipulated anymore. Those things are not of the Lord. So, thank you guys. Let me go get myself together. I ate as much as I could. Thank you for listening. Enjoy your day until our next meal. Always leave your comments below if any of this resonates with you. If you've had any of these experiences with your parents, please like the video, share it, subscribe, because it's helping me by speaking the truth. For so long, I've held it in. It's been suppressed. Nobody really knows, right? How they say you don't know someone until you live with them. But nobody knows all that I've had to go through. And the only way you guys are going to know is if I tell you. And that's the truth. As they say, there's two sides to a story and the truth. So this is my truth. Because I'm sure they're going to have their truth. And because they're such good manipulators, ooh baby, they could take you to the well and to be continued. Thank you guys.